Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Nebraska's offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So Michigan State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll ride the hot hand. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll try it over the left side. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it, give me that INT.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football. And it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Fires to the big fella. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Play action. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And 3rd and long as a defensive lineman, man, I'm thinking fly up the field, get to the quarterback. They sneak in the option. The defense not ready. He didn't even have to pitch it. He just kept it himself and gets the 3rd and long situation.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bullard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll try to pop the draw. Plunge through the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting in the backfield, being that dominating presence.
Looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll go to the ground. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
He's got an open man. Hits him with a stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Trying to run it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Polino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Parachek. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Wants to fire on second down. A strike downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The Cornhuskers will have it first and 10.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Key. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Key. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage you map.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Going with the ground game left. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Key. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch. So dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Key. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Wants to throw again. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pulls it in, it's Belling. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Tries to get it on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
And the Spartans are flying down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out, breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Cornhuskers enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.